Today's video, we are going to learn how to handle file exceptions in Python. So working with files is a common task in programming, and knowing how to handle the errors effectively can save a lot of headache. Let's start with a simple example in which we will write some code to read a file and handle potential exceptions that might occur. Just to start with, I'll open my VS Code, and here I have a text file which is example.txt file whose content is hello. This is the content of example.txt file. I'll close that file, and here I have a file name variable that is initialized as file name, and the value is example.txt, which is my file name which I have just shown you. And here I'm opening a file in read mode. So here the mode that I've used is R mode. So if you are not familiar with the modes in Python file handling, you can refer to my previous video. So here I am adding all the content of the file in this content variable, and then I'm printing the file, and then I'm closing the file. Let's try to execute the file if it reads the example.txt. See, the output is printed on the screen. So that means it has successfully read example.txt. But what if the file doesn't exist? Let's see what happens. I am deleting this example.txt. So the file doesn't exist. So now if I execute this, as you can see, we got file not found error because the file doesn't exist. To handle this, we will use a try and a except block to handle these kinds of error in future. So what I'll do is I will add a try and except block. So file name, here I will write try, and here except, and in except file not found error, and under it I will print f string file name not found, and everything should come under try. So here we have wrapped our file operations in a try block and added an except block to catch file not found error. Now if the file doesn't exist, it will print a friendly message instead of crashing. Let's see. See, it has printed the message like what we have given here, file name, which was example.txt, not found. So much better. But there are other potential issues we might want to handle. So to handle that, let me add another exceptions that might occur. Except permission error, f string another exception that might potentially occur is except exception as e, and then print So here we have added permission error, which can occur if we don't have the right permissions to read the file. We have also included a generic exception to catch any other unexpected errors. This way our code will be more robust. Let's try to execute this. So we don't have the file right now, so it is going into the file not found error. So now it's a good practice to ensure that the file is properly closed after we are done with it. Even if the error occurs, we can do this using a finally block. So how to close a file, let me tell you, and how to use a finally block. So after the except one, you will use finally, and here you will write try, and here I'm closing a file. And try and except should be in the same format. Name error, file never opened, so cannot be closed. I hope the message makes sense. So here the finally block runs no matter what, ensuring the file gets closed. We have also added a check to avoid name error if the file was never opened. Let's try to execute this. See, the file doesn't exist, so it was never opened. So it has given first the error related to file not found, another error while closing the file. It says file was never opened, so cannot be closed. I hope that totally makes sense. So the next thing is to handle the files in Python using the with statements, because that will automatically handles opening and closing of the file. So you don't have to explicitly mention file.close. So I will just move here where I opened the file. I will just replace this. I will comment this out and I will write with open file name, comma, mode of the file as file. So the content and the printing should come under with statement. That's it. And here you won't need to add this to capture the closing of the file. With this approach, the file is automatically closed when the block inside the with statement is exited, even if an error occurs. So it is more cleaner and more efficient way of doing things. So as you see, the file example.txt not found, and it will automatically close the content, the read of the file. So it is more cleaner and efficient way of doing it. And that's it. Now you know how to handle file exceptions in Python effectively. So handling exception is a crucial for writing reliable and user-friendly code. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to more such videos. Thanks for